Welcome back, everyone. I did a video earlier this evening in regards to questions that I've been getting in my Instagram and my DM box in regards to how do you do a baking pantry, I guess that's what you want to call it. I think it was the person wanted to know the essential items for a pantry. So it was strictly for baking. I did that video. I had two more things that were very similar in that category, and I decided that I am going to do all three of the videos one day and night, and I'll probably try to post the three of them like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, hopefully of next week, because I think I already have something set, but I will postpone it to get these videos out because people are looking for help, I guess, with everything that's going on, or maybe this scared enough people to want to get more organized, or I was asked, how do I shop? How do I stock buy? How do you stock a pantry, pretty much. So the first video that I did it's probably going to be named Back to Basics, which will be a bread on there, and then it will be the essential items needed for a pantry strictly for baking. So I did that video and I decided, let's just keep going, because I don't want to leave people hanging a week to 2 weeks. So I wanted to do the videos all in one day and night and get them done, because I feel as if people really need, the help and the information. So like I said, this will be probably categorized as Back to Basics. So we're going to move on to the next video. If you didn't see the essential items needed to start or to fill a pantry strictly for baking, you can go back and take a look at that video. But this video, we are going to be talking about, let me find the exact question. The question was how to start a pantry. Okay, essential pantry items. What essential pantry items could I recommend to start a pantry, or that should be in a pantry? So I wrote everything down, and I'm going to put it out there for everyone. In case anyone may need this information. It could be a kid that's leaving home and stocking up for the first time. It could be due to the situation going on in the world today. But, I feel as if when I get these types of questions, I want to just do the videos. I don't care if I'm in the same, I'm honest. I told you this is going to be a real channel. And when you see the videos, like on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll be in the same shirt. So that is why, because I don't feel as if this is something to really wait on. So that was the next question that I was asked, which is, I think, a lot more difficult, because everybody's explanation for, or everybody, let's see how I can word this. Everybody's definition of essential could be different than what mine are. If I leave anything off of the list, which I previously stated in my essentials for a baking pantry, I asked everyone and anyone, so if I left something off the list, please leave it down below in the comments, and let's help everyone out. This is for everyone. I'm sure I'm getting a lot of these questions now due to what's going on, and that's okay. But it'll be something that we can all reference back to later on So, the essential pantry items, that is the next question that I got. And it's just my opinion. It's how I would start off telling like maybe one of my kids on what to get to have an efficient pantry to start off with. So this isn't anything to do with the refrigerator. This is just everything that has to do with starting a pantry closet. What would I suggest? So these are the essential pantry items that I thought were quite fitting. So let's get started. I'm going to read off my little cheat sheet that I wrote up because I really wanted to be accurate. And one thing I will say straight from the gate, like I said, everyone does everything, something's different. I'll give you an example. I have a basket in my one pantry closet in the kitchen, in the bottom, in the dark, and that's where I keep my potatoes. Some people may disagree with that and keep their potatoes inside the refrigerator. My daughter does that. I tell her to stop doing that because it makes the potatoes very starchy, but you know, let her figure it out herself. So you may or may not disagree on some things. Potatoes was probably a little bit of a concern for me because potatoes are supposed to be in a dark area. So let's start off with the items that I picked for how to have a new pantry if you're starting one, or the essentials, the essential items that you would need to start a pantry. So here we go. I wrote down kidney beans, black beans, chickpeas, garbanzo beans, northern beans, which could be the dry beans. For an example, I will bring one down for you. Dry beans, they don't have to be in this, but dry beans. You can also get the big bags of beans if you are, which that was another question of what items would I suggest to stockpile. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video on that one, but I am going to try to help out with the essential pantry items. So this is northern beans. So it was northern beans, garbanzo beans, rice, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, light or dark, actually any bean that's dry. Now pasta, there's like an endless list of pasta. I wrote down just a few of my favorites. Angel hair, capellini, vermicelli, linguine, ziti, penne pasta, shells, lasagnas, you know, the noodles for lasagna, elbow macaronis, which a lot of Italians call all pasta just macaroni, pastina, because you can use that in soups, and manicotti. I wrote those down. I will also take you to my pantry closet, like I did on the last video and showed you the baking shelf. I will show you just some of the things that I have in my pantry closet, if we can get through the list, because this one is much longer. Let's see. Egg noodles, lentils, which I have in a jar like this. The green or the orange, lentils, doesn't matter, or both. Orzo, just elbow macaroni for like mac and cheese. Sauce, you should have plenty of jars of sauce. I call it gravy when I make it homemade. I call it sauce when I buy the jars. I would stock up on plenty of sauce. Lots of cans of different types of tomatoes, whether it's diced tomatoes, whole tomatoes, tomato puree, crushed tomatoes. I usually have a ton of them in my house all the time. And I almost forgot, within that tomato factor is tomato paste. Do not forget tomato paste for an essential for your pantry closet. Okay, we're going to keep going. Risotto, olive oil, lard, vegetable oil, or any oil that you prefer. Kosher salt, peppercorns for pepper, salt and pepper, applesauce, Jello, puddings, tuna fish. And I'm not sure if you know this, but Knorr noodle sides, I put them on the list because it's something quick to eat on, you know, as a side dish with dinner. I will show you what that looks like in a second. Tacos, tortilla shells, enchilada shells, baked beans, balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, white vinegar, mustard of your choice, ketchup, mayo, barbecue sauce. I keep Grey Poupon and green mustard in, you know, my pantry and refrigerator. I always try to have a backup as well. I'm not a fan of the yellow mustard, but I like the spicy brown mustard and Grey Poupon, so I stock up on that. Let's see. Soy sauce, stir-fry sauces, excellent to have on hand. Teriyaki, Worcestershire sauce, horseradish, A1 steak sauce, coffee. Coffee should definitely be an essential inside of your pantry, along with some dried creamer, because you just never know if you can't get the liquid creamer from the supermarket. Oatmeal, peanut butter, fluff, jellies, jams, hazelnut spread. Let's see what else. Crackers, Oriental Noodles, pancake mix, syrup, oatmeal, let me see, chicken stock, beef stock, popcorn kernels. I didn't put a lot of snacks into this. This is just the essentials for a pantry closet. I did put down popcorn kernels, granola bars, trail mix, protein bars. I used to buy shrimp in the can for macaroni salad. You can do shrimp in the can. Not sure if I said it, but tuna fish or Italian tuna could also be in there. Onions, garlic, and potatoes. I do have that on the list. Also cans of vegetables, cans of soup. You also want chicken stock and beef stock and vegetable stock. It's a great staple for your pantry. They also now sell like the jar of like bouillon, I guess it is. I like having chicken stock, beef stock, vegetable stock inside my closet. And let me see if there's anything else. Hot sauce, in case I didn't say that. But yeah, lots of vegetables, cans of soup. I'll say the list one more time. I'm going to take it to my pantry closet. Peanut butter, coffee, dry creamer, oatmeal, fluff, jams, jellies, hazelnut spread, any beans, kidney beans, black beans, northern beans, chickpeas, garbanzo beans, the black beans, rice, whatever type you like. I like a couple different ones, so I usually have like 3 on hand. Pasta, could be anything from angel hair, capellini, vermicelli, ziti, penne pasta, pastina, shells, lasagna, elbow macaronis, egg noodles, lentils, almost forgot them, orzo, elbow macaronis for mac and cheese, if you're going to make that homemade, sauce, jars of sauce, cans of all types of different types of tomatoes, like tomato paste, crushed tomatoes, whole tomatoes, tomato puree, anything that you can make homemade gravy out of. I highly recommend that. Marinara as well, as far as your sauce. Risotto, olive oil, lard, vegetable oil, or any oil of your liking. Applesauce, Jello, puddings. I did put that on the list. Tuna fish, Italian tuna, Knorr's noodle sides, tacos, tortilla shells, enchilada shells, baked beans, balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, white vinegar, mustard, ketchup, mayo, barbecue sauce, Grey Poupon, green mustard, hot sauce, soy sauce, stir-fry sauces, teriyaki, Worcestershire sauce, horseradish, A1 steak sauce, some protein bars. I did say Italian tuna, shrimp in the can, trail mix, granola bars, popcorn kernels, salt and pepper like peppercorns, chicken stock, beef stock, vegetable stock, crackers, Oriental noodles, pancake mix, and syrup. So I don't think I forgot anything. So I am, again, going to have to turn my phone around like the last video so I could show you a little bit of what I have in my pantry closet in the kitchen. So let me bring you along. So if I don't flip you, then you won't be able to see. I just hope I don't mess it up. Okay. Let me take you into the kitchen. Let me turn you around. Here's a prime example. My niece brought this up because I love Himalayan salt. She found a big Himalayan pink salt. So that was in my pantry. Okay, let's go into my pantry. Of course, I have a grandchild. These are my protein bars. I have my granola, triple berry, different types of sunflower seeds, trail mixes full of nuts, some oatmeal. There's Pop-Tarts in here. There are graham crackers, oatmeal cream pies. What else? This is just kind of like the snacky section, which that's going to fall. Chewy granola. I buy these for myself because I'm really skinny. Protein bars, 2 different kinds. There's Oreos in here because Gavin loves them. These are some dippers for cheese, but that's the snack part. Let's go. I had to put the oatmeal down here. It's usually up at the top because we're overflowing with trail mix right now. So I found 3 boxes for $9 before all this chaos happened. Let me make sure you could see this. This is the maple. I'm going to close this tripod. So this is a little bit easier. 3 for $9. I bought 2 maple and brown sugar instant oatmeals and 1 variety box. That's usually up at the top. Okay. These are the Knorr pasta sides that I was explaining. They come in Alfredo, butter, broccoli and cheese, creamy chicken. I have lots of them. I always have, it might be a little dark in here, I'm sorry. I always have buttery garlic croutons. I always keep like 3 bags on hand. Seasoned croutons, and then these are the cheese garlic croutons, egg noodles, tacos. Plenty of these. I have like 2 packs on hand right now. You can make chicken fajitas. You can make chicken cheese. You can just make a ton of things out of this. The breakfast burritos. This is a fish. The label's off. Let me see. I have 2 cans of this. I do buy this because it's high in protein. This is the herring fillets. I like it with a little bit of mustard. Elbow noodles for mac and cheese. Super stuffers for taco night. Fajita shells. More tacos. Enchilada. Another box back there. And then we come down to the next shelf. I have a jar of marinara sitting right here because I look at this pantry closet as my quick grab and go pantry closet. Marinara sauce right there. Some black olives. This was Orzo I was talking about because you can make soup out of that. I also left this off the list. I forgot. This is the tubatini, I think that's how they say. You can make it in soups, anything you want. This is my favorite risotto. I have angel hair pasta, linguine pasta. I have, thought I heard someone knocking at my door. Organic edamame spaghetti, came from my daughter. This is the linguine. I keep them in those containers. I have macaroni noodles, rotellis, pasta. I have shells back there if you can see them. I have tortellinis. I have multiple different kinds of boxes of pasta. Let me put this back. I really like my pasta kind of thin. I like angel hair, vermicelle, capellini, linguine. I buy all that. What else? This is my kosher salt for cooking. I have some basmati rice in here as well, and an Uncle Ben's rice back there. So stock up on plenty of rice. 2 boxes of rigatonis. Let's see. What else? Small shells. I held on to this. Let me see if I can remember. It is the pasta dish that has eggs. I can't think of it right now, but this is the pasta. It's in a video. Okay. It's like on the tip of my tongue and I can't think right now. This is the pasta that I use for that. It's like tube pasta. What else? I don't know how you say this, but video cut spaghetti. This is fantastic if you want to make like a rice-a-roni, which that's another thing you can put in your pantry closet, rice-a-roni. This is mini penne pasta. Like I said, I always tend to keep a lot of pasta. Let's see what this one is. And pipette, I think that's how they call that. It grabs the sauce really well. So let me put these back before it's like in total shambles when I'm done with this video. Let's see. What else? I showed you all that. These are the small shells. Kosher salt. And these are great for soups and pasta bajoule. Okay. Forget about the oatmeal on the bottom, on the floor here. Like I said, this is my grab and go pantry closet. I don't buy the big enormous peanut butters anymore right now. I just don't. So I bought one of the Peter Pan creamy and a Skippy. I have all my potatoes in this red basket right here. I also have some, if you see that, it's the 100% real lemon. Oops. You use it in canning, or like I said, if you don't have buttermilk. I always buy the real Italian cheese, but lots of people like cheese. So this is the Parmesan Reggiano. This is one, I have one in the fridge and I have one in my other pantry. Whole grain mustard, honey, different types of coffee. I bought these teas when I wasn't feeling good. The Breathe Easy tea. I don't even know how to say this one, but you can say it right there. That if you feel sick, you just have a cup of tea. It's great. What else did I get? The stress relief. I have 2 bottles of apple cider vinegar back there that I'm still trying to use up. This is just extra coffee. Breadcrumbs is absolutely a necessity. I have a big jar or big can of chicken stock back there. I told you about the apple cider, espresso, coffee, Fluff, just to make sure I don't leave anything out. I do keep these on stock, emergency supply. I do keep that. in this grab and go pantry, as I like to call it. So yeah, I'm not sure if I left breadcrumbs off the list, but that's a great one to have in your pantry. Also honey, in case I forgot, sprinkle cheese. I did say the lemon, lots of coffee, and I keep my teas there. And then I will very quickly show you my other pantry. I hope this helps everyone. My place is in total shambles, and yeah. Let's go into this pantry closet right here. These are just all items that I take a shortcut from the store. Meaning like some brownies, different cake mixes. This is pancake mix. This is the cake flour that I talked about. I have 2 boxes that I talked about for the baking pantry. So that's what all this is up there. This is that extra box that I couldn't fit in my other pantry. So here we go. This is what I mean about being stocked. I have Dijon mustard. Another one. A whole grain mustard. Capers are great to have inside of your pantry. I have 2 horseradishes because I have one in the fridge and I thought it was out. Relish. Here's a marinara. Salsa. Hershey's caramel syrup. It's another French dressing because one's in the fridge. Extra syrup. There's 2 bottles back there of that. We have mayonnaise. I'm hoping I'm aiming this correctly. Grape jelly, more apple cider vinegar. This is sriracha teriyaki. It's a stir fry. Steak sauce. Soy sauce is back here as well. This is where I just keep my extras. This is a creamy Alfredo sauce. Another thing I always keep on hand, I'm out of it now because I eat it all the time, is clam sauce. I keep a bunch of cans of that. I have Italian balsamic vinegar and another balsamic vinegar back there. Let's see. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. So yes, we have to put salsa on your list, or anyone's list. There's the whole grain mustard, Grey Poupon, horseradish, capers needs to go on the list because that's fantastic. That mayonnaise does not want to say. Let's let it fall out one more time. Here's another extra marinara, which I'll just keep it there. Relish. I'm not a huge fan of relish, but we have it. I have 3 boxes of lasagna. 3 boxes. I have a big thing of Bisquick because you can make biscuits, pancakes, shortbreads, waffles. I always keep that. I have 2 boxes of instant Hungry Jack mashed potatoes. 100% real Idaho potatoes. There's the potato flakes. So let me see what else I can show to have a fully stocked pantry. Okay. This is extra milk powder. I've been going through a lot of tuna. I usually have like tons, but I'm not going to go to the store just for tuna, but definitely tuna. This is an absolute must for me in my pantry, which are these 24-gallon size tea bags. It's how I make my tea. My son doesn't live here any longer. Ramen noodles. My grandson likes them too. I don't. I suggest a bunch of cans of cream of mushroom soup. Goes with a lot of things. You never know. Can of beefaroni. Lots of Progresso soups, vegetable, minestrone, lentil. That would be me because, you know, I try to eat healthier. Another thing of minestrone. hearty penne. So that's why I said stock up on soups. I have lots of crushed pineapples, chunk pineapples, another crushed, the whole ring circle pineapple, fruit cocktail back there, because my clan happens to like my ambrosia salad, so I keep that on stock all the time. Let's see what else. More chicken broth. These are the size cans I was talking about, whether you get it in tomato sauce, tomato puree, crushed tomatoes, whole tomatoes, diced tomatoes. I did say the tomato puree. Any kind you can find, stock up on that. It's a miracle because you can make your own gravy that way and use it for lots of different things. Make sure you get diced tomatoes. Coming down to my last can of my favorite baked beans, which is maple and cured bacon by Bush. I got these from Sam's. These are the grilling bourbon and brown sugar beans. These are the only way that I buy my beans, are these big cans. I buy the red, the light, the, you can't really find the black beans like this, but the red kidney beans, the light kidney beans, the northern beans, I stock up on that size can. I have chickpeas, garbanzo beans, black beans. Here's my other beans. And then down here is kosher salt, chock full of nuts, donut shop coffee, big can, not even open. Creamer. What am I sitting on? Let me move here a second. I bought this masa so that I could make my own quesadillas, is what I was figuring. I just didn't do it yet. I have 2 things of Heinz ketchup back there. This is the real lemon I told you about. Here is the lime. I have 2 bottles of that. And then I have a bunch of these. I have like 2, 3 of them. This is pretzel salt because I make my own soft pretzels, which is a great way of going back to the basics. And then what else is on this shelf? And then I have like Country Time, the pink lemonade, 4 C's instant iced tea. There is lemonade back there. I love this wild berry pomegranate. That's fantastic. I would keep that in my pantry. I also have a small Quaker and then a really big one back here, if you can see that. And yeah, I haven't even stocked up. So this is what I have going on in my pantry. And I wanted to, you know, just show you so that you can have an idea. I'm just going to leave my oatmeal right there. This is all the baking. It's a mess. This is just extra. These are those cans I was talking about, the pie fillings, and sweetened condensed milk would be in baking. The buttermilk powder, mixed buttermilk, lard, staples. I do have more sugar left. I buy my olive oil in big cans like this. I also have 2 of these for everything bagel mix from the restaurant store because I make bagels. I have extra chili powder and hamburger. All my seasonings are up here. Some ground cornmeal, some bouillon cubes and beef and chicken. This is a 10-pound bag of all-purpose flour that I'm trying to finish up. Because here's my 25-pound bag. More bread flour, whole wheat flour, stocked up on cereals, and then there's just some snacky things. I get the vinegar in sizes like this because you can clean with it, use it for canning. This is a staple for a pantry closet as well. I did get this just because I wanted, but I'm not doing that type of video. I'm doing it for just essentials. So I have vegetable oil and olive oil. I always cook with olive oil. I highly suggest it. And yeah, one more peek. And that is my other pantry closet, but this would be the food items, the last 3 shelves, and extra spot to stock. Let me turn you guys around. Oh, yeah. So, let me put you back on the table. Like such. And probably, no, I'm not going to bother trying to pull it off this time. Knowing me, I'll mess up the whole video. So, I'm just going to keep you that way. So, nonetheless, everyone, that is the second question that was in my DMs on Instagram. You can feel free, go over there and follow me. Yeah, I mean, I would show you my refrigerator right now, but it's kind of a mess. But I do have a lot of condiments in there. I buy my oil, vegetable oil, in big sizes like this, my Wesson, so that I always have it on stock. I also had a big garden last year. This is actually marigold oil. Yeah, amazing. But yeah, so the staples, or the essentials, for someone to start a pantry or to restock a pantry, what items do I suggest? And I think I pretty much named them all. So don't forget your cans of vegetables. I didn't have vegetables in there because I have a lot of frozen vegetables, but I highly recommend stocking up on the soups, the vegetables, like I said, the cans of soup. I don't like the instant iced tea. I make sweet tea, homemade tea, but I keep that on hand for everyone else. And yeah, so hopefully I named everything that could help someone get started on having a pantry with essential items. I'm sure I could have named more. There's probably things that I left out, but if my lovely subscribers can think of anything that is an essential item, we're not really going for snacks. I just showed you how messy my top snack shelf was in my pantry in the kitchen. But this is just strictly food items. I did throw in the crackers, like I said, and at least popcorn kernels, some granola for your oatmeal, trail mix, granola bars. I have Pop-Tarts in my, but that's up on my snack cabinet. The shrimp in the can, the Italian tuna in the can. If you've never had that, it's amazing. It's a little bit more money. Phenomenal. But as far as the vegetables are concerned, I like red beets and cream of corn, you know, and I get the cream of mushroom soup for certain dishes, but I mainly do all fresh vegetables and some frozen. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this answered anyone's question. Like I said, this was asked of me to do this video. This will be the second video in the Back to Basics. Bread was the first one. A pantry with the essential baking items would be the first one. And then this is going to be essential pantry items, whether to start a pantry or to stock a pantry. One of the questions was asked if I could tell somebody how to stock a pantry, you know, just shop. And it's pretty quick and simple for me. I food shop, and then say that time that I go food shop, I might stock up on a bunch of tuna. And I'll usually pick 5 items to stock up on so that I'm ahead of the game. The next time I go food shopping, another 5 items, and that's how I start stockpiling. Also Sam's, it's great for the bread flour, which I'm just about out of, but you know, you get big bulk buy Sam's or a BJ's and you know, like that. But yeah, I'm pretty good here. I haven't really run out of anything major that I could think of. I still have plenty here. but the concept of this video was to help people out with everything that's going on today. And the question was, can I name items, essential items for a pantry closet? So yeah, I will leave the entire list of everything. And if you guys think of something, I will write this list down in the description. But if you guys can think of anything that maybe I missed, everyone's essentials are different. This question was asked today, the same day of the essential items for a pantry for baking. And I have one more to do to get done here tonight, so I can get all 3 of these out to help everyone. So I'm hoping I didn't miss anything. I thought I named a lot of the essential items to start a pantry. So I hope that this is helpful to everyone. Like I said, if I left anything out, please leave it in the comment below. I would greatly appreciate it. We're all here to help each other. And that's why I'm going to do all 3 videos in one day/night. There's going to be one more coming up for this particular 3 individual questions that I thought were good to make a video on. Everybody may need to hear these things. Once things change, everyone may want to get restocked. You could use it to help restock, or if you're new, you can use this as a little bit of a foundation to get your pantry going. So on that note, thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed and you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and don't forget to check your notification bell. Some people have been telling me that they're not getting notifications when I post videos, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Sometimes on Sunday, I did do a back to basic all white bread because I thought that was an emergency and people need bread. It wasn't on the shelves. I did post that on a Sunday. But normally, like a Monday, Wednesday, Fridays when I post my videos, 8 o'clock in the morning. So check your notification bell and make sure you hit it to all so that you can see when I post my latest videos. But I'm hoping that I covered everything. An essential, beans, rice. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And God bless. I hope everyone is staying well. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.